What if the Axis won World War II? What if the Aztec Empire was never conquered by the Spanish? What if Napoleon won at Waterloo? What if Abraham Lincoln ducked? What if Hong Xiuquan had done a better job studying for his exam? What if Socrates had been less annoying? What if Julius Caesar had stayed home with a cold that day? What if Isaac Newton had never touched grass? What if Genghis Khan had stayed celibate? What if the British just kind of decided that they were chill actually and just left everyone alone? What if Steve Jobs invented Windows and Bill Gates invented Apple? What if Albert Einstein had studied engineering instead of physics? What if Confucius was gay? What if Alexander the Great was straight? What if Hitler was Australian?
It's been 3 years since the Austro-Mongolian Caliphate and its post-human allies declared war on the League of Mages, drawing the great powers into the first global war since the Great Resistance of the 1550s. On the Western Front, the Portuguese Empire with its legions of Amazonian shamans face off against the Neo-Carolingian abominations and their contingents of Wolverine Norsemen. From the Pyrenees to the Rhine, mile-deep trenches have turned Europe into a network of scars, while the floating cities of Moribond and New Carthage wage their eternal war in the skies. On the Eastern Front, the Ming Empire wreaks havoc on the Indian subcontinent with their feared dragonry battalions, held at bay only by the combined might of the Mughal shogunates and the great Chola satrapies. But resistance to the Axis powers, with their genetically altered super soldiers and mastery of the Overwatcher's secrets, is starting to grow thin on all fronts. The Overwatchers. Once the Gunpowder Empires were united in their resistance to our alien sovereigns, combining all their knowledge of the arcane magics that had for millennia propelled humankind to prominence. Throughout the 16th century, our war raged, until finally we purged the earth of them and their ilk. But they left behind a deadlier stain than they could have known, for in the places they conquered, the Overwatchers used their command of genetics to turn men into abominations, creatures out of our myths and stories. These nations of altered flesh have in the centuries since become fanatically loyal to the Overwatchers and their intergalactic union, their minds poisoned by the same love of destruction that had poisoned those of our oppressors. Consumed by temptation, they reverse-engineered the Overwatchers' technology, and throughout the 19th century slowly formed an uneasy alliance of global pan-galactic loyalists. Now the fate of the world hangs in the balance. I am Tiberious Quetzalcoatl IX, the last heir of the legacy of the Triple Alliance. When my home of Romatichtlan was attacked by the loyalists of the Dai Viet Sultanate, I was forced into exile on the Western Front. Now I wander the trenches of Merovingia, seeking revenge on the men who killed my father. Maybe it's too late to save the world. Maybe the world isn't worth saving. But for now, I have a chain gun and a pocketbook of incendiary spells, and if I'm going to die anyway, I might as well put them to good use.